Hello and good afternoon from your Co-op Community Stadium. My name is Jack Kingston, alongside me is Harry Cross, and you join us for National League North action as Leamington FC face off against Curzon Ashton in today's 3 o'clock kickoff. After a floodlight failure curtailed Tuesday night's game against Buxton FC after just one half had been played, the Breaks can take comfort that they will at least be able to kick off in daylight this afternoon. Despite going 1 goal down against the visiting side in midweek, Leamington generally put in a strong showing in the time that they had, and will go into this game with the aim of securing maiden points on the board for interim manager Chris Knott. The task will be made more difficult by the absence of Seb Thompson, who has been recalled from his loan early by parent club Kidderminster Harriers. The left winger contributed 5 goals to Leamington's campaign in 13 appearances and has been a bright spark in an otherwise gloomy period for the Breaks. Visiting side Curzon Ashton will have felt gloomy themselves after losing by 8 goals to 0 in their previous league game against AFC Telford United. The club's worst league defeat in over 30 years, that game epitomised a slump in form that has seen the Nash win just one of their last 5 in the National League North and drop off the place for a playoff finish this season. "10 yards from the halfway line in Curzon Ashton's half. The ball just headed in towards the goal and saved by Curzon Ashton. 3 or so minutes into this one, Leamington FC versus Curzon Ashton. Curzon Ashton surge forward with the ball. In the middle, flit round. Ravenhill has to make a good save. Palms in the middle of the goal.
Hands were kind of wafting in front of him, which is unlike Ravenhill, but nonetheless a good save.
I believe Curzon Ashton have conceded more goals than Leamington in the league this season, despite being much higher in the table. As Leamington come forward to the ball with Meredith. Down the right, does well get past Zenalim, just turns past him again. Good feet from Meredith. Takes the cross now. Brogan heads towards goal, and it's saved low by goalkeeper Callum Hawkins near the centre of his goal. A good leap from Max Brogan. Tried to head it in from the edge of the box and was ultimately unsuccessful. It will be a throw-in for Curzon, which Richards takes quickly. It's with Jordan Richards. Looks to cross this one early into the box. Headed by Weston. Meredith gets under it, but his clearance can only reach the edge of the 18 yards. Crossed in again by Stobbs. It's in the box, it's low. Ravenhill makes the first good save, and it's just scrambled away by Leamington. Great reactionary defending there by Josh Tomlinson, with the ball just a few yards from Ravenhill's gaping goal mouth. Leamington survived there, but Curzon Ashton still have the ball.
He can't see the ball, he's blindsided by his defenders, and he reacts down to the left-hand side. For someone the size of Rogan Ravenhill, it's an excellent start. I mean, it should have been 1-0 really. Williams lurking at the back post. We've seen him score from corners at the back post coming in, so similar to Joe Clark. We'll see what Berridge puts in.
And it's flicked in the direction of goal and just saved there by Callum Hawkins. He had to react really well to that one. Weston coming forward, he's got his opposite number, Ewan Williams, tracking back to try and close him down. Weston turns back to Richards, who takes the cross first time. It's flicked in towards Curran. Ravenhill does really well to just turn that away. Down by his right post, just pushes it out of play.
What you did miss was the Richards was clattered by Farmer after the cross was sent in, but the referee missed it as well, so he gets away with that one.
In the moment, Curzon were very forward-minded, and they've managed to win themselves a corner here. Players lurking on the edge of the box and just running from there as the ball comes in. Amado can't direct a header onto goal, and it's out with Weston on the right for the Nash. Poor pass back to Amado, and Leamington regain the ball in a dangerous position. Driving forward with Max Brogan. Meredith surging through the right. Can he find Meredith? He cuts in on his right, hesitates, takes the shot on his left. What a goal from Max Brogan! And that is a fantastic strike from the young loanee from Scunthorpe. He looked like he was going to go out to Meredith. He hesitated, he cut back on his left, and he just fires that on into the bottom right-hand corner, well out of the reach of Callum Hawkins. And that is a really, really important goal for Leamington just moments before the half-time break. It is Leamington FC 1, Curzon Ashton 0. And that was just a spectacular move by the team in gold and black. They've managed to regain possession in their own half. It was really good work from Brogan. He created and scored the goal all for himself, really. Drove 50 yards up the pitch. And when he saw the goal mouth open in front of him, he just decided to take it on himself. And he has given Leamington a really important lead here in this one. 1-0 to the home side. And that will be deflating for Curzon Ashton, who just moments ago had an opportunity to try and take the lead before half-time themselves. And now find themselves behind. Ball comes in now from Dan Meredith, but cleared away quite easily by Curzon Ashton. He might have space to drive onto here with Holmes. Holmes trying to get past Burton. He's still advancing here, makes his way into the box, cuts in on his left, plays it across goal. It's with Darby, and then the strike comes in from Curzon. It's there. Brilliant save by Rogan Ravenhill. And that is an absolutely fantastic save. Ben Darby right in front of goal, about 6 yards out, tried to blast it just straight down the middle. It really should have been a goal, but Ravenhill reacts supremely well to just tip it over the bar, and he's stayed down here. He has used almost everything he has to keep that one out of the net, and he's helped to his feet by D'Amico Burton. That is a really spectacular save by Ravenhill, especially since he had to get down to his right just moments before. Leamington have a dangerous free kick. Burridge has gone out onto the right for the breaks to take it. And there's another chance to cross it in. Swung in low, header! Just wide. It was Crowther who leaped highest, and he heads it just a couple yards wide at the near post. Curzon Ashton survive. Joe Clark coming on, possibly to try and just steady things in midfield, as Leamington have 13 minutes left of normal time to hold on to this lead. I think that might mean Max Brogan just going a little bit further forward, and we see that quite traditional partnership of Walker and Clark in the middle. Leamington knock this free kick forward. Ewan Williams who gets under it. Has some controls on the edge of the box and gets out to Meredith. Meredith shoots, and it's quickly rising, and Hawkins has to be quick to react to it and just stop that one from creeping in at his near post. Fairly easy to see coming, but a wicked shot by Meredith. Curzon come away with the ball. Forward by Jordan Richards. Headed away by Leamington, but only as far as Ezanola, who breaks towards the edge of the box. Here's Charlie Weston. Chance to cross on his left, flicked in, and there it is. The equaliser for Curzon Ashton. It's Jimmy Spencer from just a few yards out. The ball made its way through to him. He reacted quickest and just flashes that one past Ravenhill and into the goal. There was nothing that the Leamington stopper could really do from that sort of range. And much to the dismay of everyone of a Leamington persuasion inside Your Coat Community Stadium this afternoon, that is Leamington FC 1, Curzon Ashton 1. And they will now go into these last 10 minutes level pegging with their opposition. But it's interesting to see perhaps how Chris Knott will look to handle the last 10 minutes or so of this one in the position they're in. Do Leamington try and hold on for the draw, or do they try and make use of the pressure they've had in the second half and push for a victory? It's Tim Berridge going down the middle. Berridge takes the shot on, and it's a few yards wide of Callum Hawkins' goal in the Harbury Lane end. Alex Curran stands over what is a really dangerous free kick. Who's going to take this one? Perhaps Richard's just given a bit of advice to Curran on where he wants him to put it. 4 in the wall for Leamington. Richards makes the dummy run. Curran hits it. Brilliant save by Ravenhill. He just had to jump out from behind his wall and stop that one from going into the top right corner. It was a really excellent set piece from the number 8, Alex Curran. Ravenhill luckily was able to see it and just manages to parry it out behind for a Curzon Ashton corner. They will make a substitution before this one takes place. It's Levi Welsh, youngster, coming on for Jordan Richards. There's another spins on the ball, just feint his way past Ian Williams and advance down the left-hand side. There's another still with the ball. He's heading for the corner, but Meredith gets in the way of him. And Leamington managed to clear with Crowther. Amado just chests that one out of play. Leamington know if they want to make something happen in this game, they need to get the ball at the pitch quickly. Just a couple of minutes to go. Walker's got a bit of space in the middle. He's got Berridge. Berridge breaks into the box. He has a chance to shoot! And they've done it! Leamington are back in front here. Tim Berridge had time and space in the box, and he puts it into the bottom left-hand corner. It took a little bit of a deflection and just rolls in, but they won't mind whatsoever. It looks like Leamington are on their way to their first win in the league since September, and it's Tim Berridge, the scorer. Adam Walker had space in the middle. He did really well to find him, and the entire Leamington bench here has just ran along the length of the touchline to celebrate with the rest of the team. And what a moment that is for the Breaks. It's been so long since there's been something to celebrate in that way in the league, and they finally seem to have done it. But of course they do now have to defend. The game is yet to be over as we move into the 95th minute. Surely there isn't much time left as Leamington clear the ball away from Curzon Ashton. They just need to remain resolute for a few more seconds here at Your Co-op Community Stadium. It's Leamington 2, Curzon Ashton 1. Ball knocked forwards by Ezanolim, headed away. Big up and under from Ewan Williams, and Tata manages to control, and now Leamington are back and attacking again. It's out on the right with Brogan. He's going to slow things right down. And there it is, the full-time whistle. Leamington have done it. After many months without victory in the National League North, they finally pick up 3 points, and it's Chris Knott's first on the board as interim manager. Leamington took the lead in the first half through an excellent strike by Loney Max Brogan. They held on to it for much of the second period, but when Curzon Ashton equalised in around the 80th minute, it looked as though we might be headed for another stalemate between these two clubs. Leamington wanted to change the narrative. Adam Walker in the 93rd, 94th minute strode through the middle, played it out on the left to Tim Berridge, who is the hero today, slotted it into the bottom left corner, and it is a spectacular 2-1 win for Leamington.
Chris, a very much needed win and 3 points. You and the lads must be ecstatic with that performance.
Yeah, delighted. I think huge feeling of relief, I think, within the group and probably around the place on a whole. But listen, I think roller coaster of emotions. I think today, I think we had spells where we were good, spells where they got on top. Rogan's pulled off 3 or 4 good stops, which that's what his job is. But I mean, he's outstanding. But again, we just kept going, which is it's credit to the group. They've worked hard, got our just rewards just at the end, which is nice.
Where do Leamington go on from here? How is it that you're going to use this performance to build that momentum for the team?
It's small steps. It's a platform, isn't it? I think first and foremost, it gives us a platform. We have to back it up on Tuesday night. I said that to the group then. I said, as much as we can enjoy this for an hour or so now, the reality is we have to back it up Tuesday if we're going to try and get out of this. So, yeah, it gives them a bit of belief, hopefully, a bit of confidence. And fingers crossed we can back it up Tuesday night under lights.
You just said there with Tuesday nights, the game comes thick and fast. Obviously, last Tuesday, the game was called off. Game today and Tuesday again. What's your thoughts going into that Tuesday game?
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. The lads, they're not fazed by it. They're not concerned about it. You know, it's we've got an opportunity to get some real momentum playing Saturday, Tuesday, which I think is the main thing. So hopefully we can back it up, and then you know we have a break next Saturday, which will be nice, I think, for the legs. And then we've got 6 or 7 back to back, isn't it? I think so. But yeah, it's all positive within the group. You know, they're working hard. They're doing their best, and they're looking forward to it.